Hi, I'm Ankna and this is a video response for Liz Russell's giveaway challenge. And the challenge is that you need to create something which is out of the box, and you need to alter something which normally you wouldn't think of altering. So and exactly, you might be thinking, what the heck am I trying to show you? But these are exactly the things which I altered and used in my project today, which I am gonna show you. I mean, this is a flower that is made out of corn husk. As you can see, it is pretty dried and sturdy now, and I made this a couple of days back. And then I used some bread slices and made some embellishments out of it. And then I used this kitchen tong, which is normally used in Indian homes for making chapatis, that is Indian bread, and some baking soda again for the charms. So now I'm going to show you the project that I made. So this is what I have come up with, and I'm going to show you how and where I use these particular things one by one. I'm just going to put this aside. So starting from here, I made this guitar out of some cardboard, and this was normal cardboard that you get out of you have some boxes of Home Depot. We just moved in, and I had some boxes which were not in the condition to be used again for packaging. So I just thought of creating this guitar, which is pretty big, and I just downloaded a picture from the internet, and I just freehand drew this and then fussy cut it with a sharp blade. You can use your X-Acto knife. Then the first thing which I altered was this tongue, and as you can see, that makes an A right here. And I try to make my channel sign, that is AV Imaginations, and you can see the first alphabet A right here, which is made out of a tongue. And I just flip open the both legs of this tongue with the help of my husband, of course. So this was that, and then there's a charm right here. And the second thing which I altered was the bread slices. Exactly. And I made some charms. I made a clay mixing bread slice and some white glue, and I made some clay charms out of it, and it actually makes really good clay charms. And I used this mold right here, that's a Wilton cake mold, and I used this one for the alphabet A, and some filigree ones, the heart and the corner ones on one side, and the border on the other side. So I'm just gonna show it to you. As you can see, these heart ones and the other filigree ones are right here, and it is pretty easy and simple to make. If anybody wants me to do a tutorial on how to make mix bread and white glue and make the clay and these embellishments, just leave me a comment and I'll try and do a video for that. So this is the border that I used right here, and there are glue strings going on. Okay, so first for the base, I just painted it in white, and then I texture painted it with Linda's technique as usual. I always use her technique, her sand and paint technique, for texturing, and I textured the entire thing. And then I just tore some paper. I just hand tore them and stuck them here and there at random places. You can see some right here, and it was a script paper from Paris Collections. And some more of those tidbits are tucked down, like you can see right there, and some right here. So I just stuck those papers, and then I used some pearls right here. And for the tongue also, I just applied some gesso on top of it, and for the gesso as well, I used a homemade gesso. I made it with some baby powder and some glue and paint mixed, and you have some tutorials and videos on YouTube for how to make a homemade gesso. So I went through those tutorials and I made some homemade gesso, and it worked pretty well. And then I texture painted this and then stuck these embellishments right there. And after that I just used some sprays which I got from Michaels, and these are the walnut inks, and I just used some of these sprays, which is first one I used was terracotta Noix. Terracotta is this one, and then I used some eucalyptus and java is this. Walnut Noix is right here, and some eucalyptus one, which is this. And that's how I got this pretty look right there. And for making an A swirl going down, I used some Tim Holtz film strip ribbon. So you can see it's going right there and making an A for the tongue. And I also have some white pearl string going from here. And then to embellish it, I just used some paper flowers from the bridal collection from Michaels right there, and they were white, and I just sprayed them, and I sprayed with the same colors all over. And these are again some paper flowers from Ashland, and I just curled the wires. And right on top I stuck some laces, some white lace. I just layered it one on top of the other, and it's one single lace which I adhered till the top. And then I used my handmade roll paper roses, right there going till the top, and then some pearls in the center. And for here I used a braided trim on one side and this pearl trim on the other side. And there's a fashionista lady right there on the top. I hope you can see that. And then I used some of my handmade pearls from the glue sticks, which I've also used in my shabby chic altered shadow box for Father's Day. And I got the idea of making this from the YouTube videos itself. So there are many things which I'm learning from YouTube itself, so I just keep on trying and experimenting. And then I have lots of pearls, and these flat pearls which I got from a garage sale. And these are nice old vintage pearls which are in light lemon yellow color, if you can see that. And they all got inked. And then I have some lace over here. It was like an applique. I had it in my stash. And then again there is a roll paper rose, and then there's a stick pin here which I got from Elisa Martinez from a swap that we did for which was hosted by Amy. And then down here I made a lace flower, and on top of it I used this corn husk flower like this. It was like this, and then I applied it, and then it was all inked and sprayed, and then I applied gesso all over. And there is another rose, the same corn husk rose down here. And these are the leaves which I got from Walmart. From the flower sections I got some roses, and these were the leaves from them, so I just used it here. And for the center, I just cut this paper from my Paris collection, and then I adhered it from the back just like so. And then I added the pearl trim, which is going all around, and I just cut the circle from the cardboard, and it made a hollow space. And then at the back I stuck the paper, and right there I have some black flowers, as one of the rule was there that you have to use a little bit of black in your project. So these roses are my handmade roses, and then I stuck some black pearls right there, and these black roses have some white pearls in them, and then I applied some gesso all over, and there's a bling in the center. And for the second alphabet, I used again the bread and the polymer clay made from the bread, and I used this border for making a V. I made 2 strands of this, and then I stuck them together, and it made a nice V. And the ribbon from the A is coming right from here. It is making a swirl, and it is coming down through the V, and it is going at the back right there. So like so. And then over here I just have some let me move a little bit back so I can show you better. And over here I use some Tim Holtz gears, and these are some wooden pieces from Art Minds, which I inked in terracotta, and then I applied some gesso. And there's a pearl in the center of the gear, and there's a glue string. And over here I have some lace and some pearls, flat back pearls on top of it, which I hand stuck. And then it was a white lace, and then it got sprayed. And these are some puzzle puzzle chipboards, which I also got from Elisa Martinez from the swap. So I just inked this one in walnut ink, and rest of them I just left them in the color they were actually, and then applied some gesso. And there are some pearls again, and these flowers are also my handmade flowers from plain white cardstock, and then I inked all of these. And these flowers I learned from Lovely Scrappin. She did a video on making these flowers, tiny ones. So that's how I made that. And for imaginations, I made a banner out of burlap. I just applied some white glue, and I just cut the burlap and made a banner sort of thing. And then I just frayed the edges, and then applied some glue so that it would not fray further. And then I adhered these alphabets from the alphabet stickers. These are glittered alphabets, and I made imaginations out of them. And then I have a crown over the eye right here. And then on this side I have some gears, Tim Holtz gears right there, and then a key charm. And then down here from under the burlap, it is a spoon is there, which was a plastic spoon which I got for my son's birthday for the desserts, and I had some leftovers, so I just applied some gesso on it, and I used it as an embellishment. And I have some pearls on top of it. And then at the back right here you can see the thing which is looking like a chicken wire or something. It is actually a mesh a bridal tool which I got from Walmart. And then again, as I said, this one is corn husk flour. Then I again have some pink lace going on from there, and the last altered thing, which is the baking soda, comes right here. And these tiles are made out of baking soda, and this was I was making a texture paste. I'm sorry, I was making a texture paste out of Sa Crafter's recipe, and I used some of it on my altered bottle, and you can see a video for that as well. And then this was the leftover thing, which was kind of a little bit dry, so I just rolled it and flattened it and made some these tiles kind of a thing. And I thought this would be a perfect thing to use over here, as it is this thing is completely filled with flowers and some film strips, and so I just stamped it with some musical notes, and it became, to give it a look like a musical garden sort of a thing, and the tiles in the garden. And then again I have a black pearl here, and then I applied some gesso on it. And here are again some of my rolled roses, and all around here you can see I have some tulle going all around, and I just made a frill sort of a thing out of this tulle. I just stuck one corner right here, and then again at about 2 inches distance I stuck the tulle. I just pinched it and stuck it, and then used a pearl to embellish it, so it gave a nice beautiful dress form kind of a thing. So it makes a nice beautiful frill right here, and then here I have a black bow with a pearl in the center again. Then I just fussy cut some of the images. I just stamped these from Recollections, and this was a vintage phone. I just hope it focus. Yeah, right there you can see there's a vintage phone over here. I stamped, and I then just distressed it and cut it, and then this is a notice stamp, so I just used it there. So yes, I guess this is pretty much it, and I think I almost covered everything. And I think I showed you the charm, which is hanging from here, and it has some flowers, some pearls, and then some teardrop pearls, this big pearl right here, and then there's a heart, and then there's a smaller heart over here. So this was there, which I applied some gesso on it, and it just dangles down like this. So yes, I hope you like my project, and this will be my entry for Liz Russell's giveaway challenge. Just let me know if you have any questions regarding my project, and I will love to answer them. So thank you for watching.